So with NEL coming to an end, this is the last opportunity to make predictions for the bids, so there's no point in chatting, let's get to the rankings, alright? Now starting off, we got Nanase and Tokimitsu tied with 23 million, and they'll both get eliminated from the bluelock facility. I was honestly debating dragging Tokimitsu's salary to hell. He made 2 passes, a foul, 2 passes and a foul, is that it? So actually I made a mistake. Tokimitsu's actually dead last with minus 5 million yen, probably because of the incoming no lawsuit. This trash ass guy. I don't even want to talk about this guy anymore. 23 million yen or 0 yen, I don't care. He's just gone either way. And though Nanase did marginally better, he's still a bum, so just get him out of here as well. Now for the actual top 23, the first place we have is Kyora Jin with 24 million yen. I don't really know how to feel about this guy. He comes in, does 1 assist, and then goes for the rest of the game. Now there is a decent comparison you can make between Kyora's performance in this match and Hyo's performance in the Ubers match. They both got 1 assist, they didn't really do much of else, but obviously Hyo did a lot more in terms of dribbling and those things, and Kyora did nothing really besides that assist. But you could also take into consideration the fact that it is a better assist to a better goal, so it kind of evens it out. Maybe I can see it, I guess. To be fair, the biggest reasons why he's here is narrative reasons, because he got introduced and he got so much hype and he's the borderline or whatever, so putting him on the borderline just makes sense. If Kaneshiro kicks him out, I'd be so confused why he was even here in the first place. Just have Hiyori assist guys, what the hell. But to be fair, he is kind of cold in the Nangi manga. I don't know why he didn't do any of this bullshit in this match, but you know, oh well, I guess. Next in the 22nd spot is Raichi with 25 million. I was debating him even really making it because honestly, he didn't do that much. And with a bid of 18 million, his salvation did not feel guaranteed. Looking back on it, he didn't do that bad. He made a lot of passes, you know, pressing, stealing the ball, etc, etc. So it wasn't that terrible. And my reasoning again comes more down to narrative significance more than performance. I mean, he was super integral to the Ubers game and has a lot more dialogue than any of the other nobodies, so I think he's safe here. And honestly, I just think he's a very fun character, and I think Kaneshiro thinks the same thing, so he'll probably keep him. At 21, we go for Kaku. He's trash, but they need another goalie anyway, and he already has 28 million, so yeah, he has to be here. At 20th place, we got Zantetsu, my wasted potential king, with 29 million. He played a solid game, honestly, nothing too flashy, but compared to the other characters like Raichi and Nanase, he actually did a lot, from passing to interceptions and presses. He even made solo runs, passing players multiple times with and without the ball. Nothing exceptional, but did feel like he actually had a unique impact and you couldn't just sub any random bum in and get the same result. With 19, we got a controversial one. I really think this is what has to happen though. With 30 million, I got Nagi Seishiro. Simply put, I think he still needs to fall a little bit more. I don't think he'll get his redemption yet. Honestly, it's very hard to determine which way Kaneshiro will go with his character. Will he make him evolve or fall even more? I think it's too soon for him to actually get the evolution. What? A couple off-screen losses and now Nagi's are gone? Nah. I don't know about that. I think Nagi has the most potential in the series, as you've seen from my other video, and for the story to work, he can't awaken too soon, and I think this is too soon, not to mention the fact that we already have too many forwards. There's just not enough space for him right now. So yeah, Nagi goes here. Next is Corona at 18th place with 35 million. Not much to say, he didn't really do much. I wouldn't have even increased his bid, besides the fact that Kaneshiro never keeps the bid the same, even if they clearly haven't done anything consequential. So next at 17th place, we have Sendao. This trash has made it. Why? When the U20 Japan team joined, I thought it was to merge their defensive-based team with bluelock's offensive-based team to make a more complete team. That would make sense, wouldn't it, right? So who do we get from this defensive-based team? The goddamn striker. I would rather any other defensive Japan team member, any of the Iron Quartet, Neru, Doberman, but I digress. We got another striker. Kaneshiro, how you test me. At 16th, we have Gagamaru. They value goalkeepers really weird. He only got 4 million from the last match, so it doesn't really make sense for him to go any higher than 39 million, at least to me. Nico at 40 million, no bid change. But next we have Rayo, also at 40 million, regaining his old salary. I believe that Nagi will fall, but Rayo will have a little bit of comeback by not passing to Nagi. The main reason is this little bit of foreshadowing, but it could really go either way. Hell, he could even get locked off. But I don't know if Kaneshiro's on that type of timing. And I think Rayo brings a lot of interesting possibilities with his copy in terms of, you know, their games and stuff. Yuki at 42 million, not much to say. Aryu's bid stays the same. Otoya continues to go up. The only reason I have him this high is because Kaneshiro clearly seems to want him to be in the top 11 for whatever reason, even though he takes this whole stealth thing way too seriously to the point where we literally don't see him do anything. But in episode Nagi though, shut up. Next we have Cross, who fittingly placed with 54 million. He played a pretty decent game. He was an active player both on offense and defense, coordinating attacks, stopping, blocking and pressing the enemy, and in general played a pretty good game. However, Hiyori is slightly better and did outdo him a little bit more. Also, it makes sense for them to be similar in terms of bid due to their character connection, but Hiyori being above him makes sense since he outplayed him not once but twice, and one of those was in the crucial stage of the game. I think even this bid is underrated for Hiyori, but because there were so many characters, he wasn't really able to get his shine the same way he was able to get his shine in Ubers, but still, he played a great game, and thus he places here. Next we got Oliver IQ with a bid of 60 million, nothing changes here. And then we got Best Girl Chiguri. He's been kinda hoed carrying Manshine and only getting 5 million, but I expect a decent shoot up, especially because the manga for some reason was to push the ship between him and the next character, which is Kunigami. As a striker, in a word, he was arse. In a phrase, he was donkey arse. How does one copy no and still fail? It's like you trying to copy someone else's homework, handing it in, them getting it right and you getting it wrong. It doesn't make sense. But as a CDM, bro was putting in that work, hawking niggas down, dueling, and took one of the aces out of the game, even though Shido is closer to being straight than being an ace. Let's just go with that. Next is Bartra, who's likely going to make it to 100 million, probably scoring 2 goals in this next match. Then we got Shido at 130 million. He can't really go any high. He scored 1 goal, but you know, he didn't really do much else. Then we got Baru with 150 million at 3rd place, and then we got the 2 at the top, Isagi and Rin. Like many others, I thought the bid of 198 million was kind of suspect. Like, why not 200 million? So at the end of the day, I think Rin will get 298 million, and then Isagi Yoichi will get 300 million. I think a number like 250 million just lacks, you know, that aura, that oomph. Every single time Isagi has gone up, it's been exponential. And for only to go up 100 million, I think it'll be a little bit underwhelming. Even if it is a massive increase technically, I think he needs to have that exponential growth which we've seen from the other games. I mean, he bagged 2 godlike goals against a team way better than Ubers. And if you think about it, current Isagi is probably better than the Kaiser that we've seen at the start of the NEL. So giving him 300 million makes complete sense, and it's just a full circle moment. Hell, if they really wanted to, they could even give Isagi the same bid as Kaiser will get in this match, which will probably be around 350 to 400 million. But Kaiser has had a big head start, and plus on a technical level, he is still better than Isagi, so I can see them still putting Isagi lower than him. And yes, even though Rin is also better than Isagi on an individual level, we clearly see that Isagi outplayed him and thus will get the #1 salary. And to be honest, Rin just plays like a crackhead, so I could see a lot of clubs not wanting to give him that high of a salary. Isagi, my beautiful king. You did it. Finally. It's such a beautiful moment. And that's pretty much all of the salaries. There's a couple characters I didn't mention, like Monk, who I think will get like a bid, but obviously not make it to the top 23. Hajime Nishioka, Aomoi's Messi, which I really wanted to do something, but there's just no evidence for it at this point. And then Ness, who will probably get maybe 100 million, but he did so bad. Everything else, I don't know. Ness will probably get a bump up there. But yeah, that's pretty much it on these rankings. Tell me your thoughts, talk if you want to talk, and let that out your play, man. Go away, 'cause you so sad.